it is to be here. So I have been a fitness trainer, I've been a coach, I have been an entrepreneur. But today, before I get off this stage, I want to be remembered as the person who changed the perspective of fitness for you. Now, before we do that, I'd like to do a small exercise. I want you to grab your notepad. I think everybody's gotten a bag with them. Grab your notepad or your phone, and you need to write these 5 things one below the other. Okay? So, training, nutrition, sleep, stress, and hydration. All you need to do is just jot down these 5 points one below the other. Okay, now what we're going to do is, after writing them down, we're going to rate ourselves on a scale of 1 to 5 on each of these factors. So let's start with training first. If you are somebody who follows a programmed workout 6 days a week and maybe skips only one day, you will give yourself a 5. And if you are someone who does not exercise at all or has no physical activity whatsoever, you will give yourself a 1. And if it's anywhere in between, score yourself accordingly. Let's do the same with nutrition. People who eat quantified meals and choose healthy food most of the time and maybe cheat only once a week will give themselves 5. And on the opposite, people who choose unhealthy food or eat outside more often than not will choose 1. Similarly, score yourself on how well you sleep. If you are hitting that sweet spot of 7 to 8 hours every day, in that case, you give yourself a 5. And if not, if you're insomniac or if you're sleeping less than 4, that will be a 1. The second last one is stress. If anxiety, depression, these things are your constant companions, you will give yourself a 1. And if you are somebody who holds a happy-go-lucky mindset and stays stress-free most of the time, give yourself a 5. Let's do the same thing with hydration. If you are somebody who consumes more than 3.5 to 4 liters of water every day, that's when you get a 5. And if you are somebody who drinks less than 1 liter, that will be 1. Anything in the middle, feel free to score yourself. Now, I want you to add all of these points, okay? Now, remember this. If you want to keep crushing your fitness goals week on week, month on month, you need to score anywhere above 17. By raise of hand, how many of us got that? 10% of the population. Okay, no problem. So this is one of my favorite exercises. I do this every single month. And what it does to me is that it creates a mirror reflecting on what I need to work on. I personally believe there is no secret recipe to making progress. You need to identify your problems, you need to acknowledge your shortages, and you need to figure out a solution. It's that simple. Now, what if you score below 17? Okay, how do I fix this? Let's start with your workouts first. How many of you all know what percentage of India's population owns a gym membership? Anyone? Okay. So there was a recent article that said 0.3% of the entire country's population owns a gym membership. But on the contrary, there was another article that said 38% of the entire population is considered to be physically fit. Now, the numbers are really in contrast. But what this tells us, the message that we need to take from here, is that there is a community outside of gym goers. And this is the community of people who are either from running groups, or who practice yoga on a daily basis, or they practice bodyweight workouts that falls under the umbrella of calisthenics. Now, how many of us know here what is calisthenics? Oh, brilliant. For some of you all who do not know, how about I give a small demonstration? We'll do a small thing. Give me a countdown from 5 to 1, okay? Let's go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right. So I hope you all enjoyed. Now, I was not always like this. I was a thin, skinny guy, and it has taken me years of consistent effort that has given me the confidence to do something on stage today. But what if I tell you that if you want to build the body that you dream of, you do not need to set a foot in a gym full of machines. You do not need any equipment. All you need is maybe a pull-up bar, a pair of bar dips maybe, and some place to move around. Now, you all may not agree with me 100%, and you may not agree with me immediately, but that is because of the image that the fitness industry today has created in our mind. So when you hear weight training or strength training, you usually imagine a guy pumping iron or doing bicep curls or stuff like that. Okay? But let's dive deeper into what strength training actually means. The process where you tend to make your muscles work harder than usual in order to gain size, power, strength, and endurance. All right? And strength training will happen in presence of three things. Now, these three things are load, effort, and fulcrum. If you're doing simple push-ups, so you will see the load over there is the weight, and over here, the idea of explaining through this photo is the load is your own body weight. Most of the times when you see a gymnast, these are not guys who hit the weight room as frequently as bodybuilders, but they will always look well defined. The main reason is because they use their own body weight as resistance. Now enter into calisthenics, which is a cousin of gymnastics. With calisthenics, your body is your gym, all right? And it offers amazing, it can offer some jaw-dropping progress. The beauty of the sport is that it is accessible, easily accessible. Maybe a park or maybe a playground can be your gym altogether. The second thing is that it's budget friendly. And the third is it offers a plethora of progressions and regressions. Now, perhaps more than this, what it has to offer is the mental strength. Calisthenics will teach you humility, it will teach you patience, it will build a rock solid mindset for you because you're using yourself to gain progress. And lastly, it will always keep pushing you out of your comfort zone. So every time you feel lost in your progress or you feel that you're hitting a plateau, you need to understand that your body is the ultimate tool for transformation. While calisthenics boasts a lot of versatility, there are a lot of myths that are floating around the fitness industry when it comes to calisthenics. The first one is that it's too difficult. Now, honestly, starting with this kind of training can be a little overwhelming, especially when you're a complete beginner or when you're new to the game. Using your body weight at resistance, if I tell you, the first day at the gym, it might feel like a mountain to climb. But everybody starts somewhere, right? The trick here is to choose from progressions that suit your level of fitness, not what the coach has set for the entire gym or for the entire group batch, for example. Use progressions. So if you want to do a one-arm push-up, you're not going to straight to the gym and do that. You will follow a set of progressions. You start with wide grip push-ups first, and then you slowly move to a one-arm high plank hold, endure that hold, then move to one-arm push-ups on an incline bench. Slowly move to one-arm push-up negatives, where you take 5 seconds to come down slow and steady. And lastly, do one-arm push-up with a resistance band, with the help of a resistance band. Now, this is how you progress slowly in calisthenics. The second myth that floats around in the fitness industry is that calisthenics does not build muscle mass. Now, this is false because it's actually very funny, because the principle around muscle growth is very simple. When you exercise, it creates micro tears in your muscle fibers, and those tears will repair through quality food and sound sleep. This process is known as hypertrophy. Now, hypertrophy will happen in presence of two things, all right? Tension and volume, all right? In a weightlifting gym, this tension and volume is achieved through progressive overload. It means that you keep adding weights or poundages and stick to a certain rep range. In calisthenics or in body weight training, you can achieve the same kind of progressive overload by one, adding weights onto your body, which is called weighted calisthenics, which is a higher form of calisthenics. Second, you can change the base of support. For example, doing pull-ups on the bar to doing pull-ups on the rings. And third, adding more volume, which means adding more reps and sets. The third myth with calisthenics is that it's very injury prone. And I want to break that for you today. Now, any sport, firstly, any sport for that matter, be it weightlifting, parkour, calisthenics, or even yoga, will be injury prone if not done correctly. There will be three major reasons for a person to get injured in the gym. All right. The first one is ego lifting. A lot of us may agree to that also. Lifting a certain weight which your body is not ready for. All right. The second thing is poor. Excuse me. The second one is poor technique. Now, for any form of exercise, there is a certain kind of form and technique that you need to prioritize to learn from the coach or the fitness professional. Your first priority is to learn form and technique. Only and only then you will see any sort of effectiveness in your workouts and remain injury free throughout your fitness journey. And the third reason is neural fatigue. Now, neural fatigue is actually a condition where your central nervous system becomes temporarily impaired through prolonged physical activity. All right? You all must have felt it, but you all fail to define it. And I'll explain you what it feels like. You might feel a little, you might feel your eyes getting watery. You might feel your coordination getting a little distorted. You might feel your reaction time reduced. This is the time when your body tells you to rest, recover, and reset yourself. And this is the last time, this is the last thing in this position what you want to do is actually go to a gym. All right? Now remember we spoke about the 5 factors in the beginning of the session. We've spoken about consistency in workout, but what about the remaining 4 factors? Now turns out that as you amp your workouts, the other 4 factors, it actually creates a ripple effect on the other 4 factors. When you start prioritizing your fitness goals, let's say with nutrition, all right? When you start prioritizing your fitness goals, you automatically feel the need to feed your body with nutritious and healthier food. So the score, whatever you've written right now, will go up as you amp your workout. The second one is sleep. A tired body demands rest. So automatically your sleep quality has to increase if you spend that 1 hour inside the gym or outside in the park doing calisthenics. The third one is stress. Now everybody knows that exercise is a powerful stress buster. So let's come to the next one, which is hydration. It's actually built into the equation that when you work up a sweat, you will have to hydrate your body either during your workouts or post. And that will automatically put you in a category where you hydrate yourself more compared to what you used to do before. Your water intake has to go up by at least 1 or 2 liters, and the score has to go up. So you know what? Everything is connected. A good workout will always lead to healthier nutrition, to better quality sleep, to reduce stress, and to hydrating yourself. There are 3 lessons that calisthenics or physical fitness in general actually taught me, and I want to share that with you all today. The first one it taught me is that progress takes time. If you all work out, there are people over here working out, not a lot of you all must be knowing that any fitness program or any workout program, your body takes 12 weeks to adapt to any workout program. And it takes anywhere between 16 to 24 weeks to master it and to see considerable progress. This particular fact made me understand that whether my professional or personal life, small consistent effort will always compound over time. The second lesson that it taught me was that hard work makes your problems look smaller. Now, I entered the gym one fine morning and I struck up a conversation with one of the members who had not missed a workout for the past 5 years, I guess. And I was very curious about his motivation. So I asked him, what keeps you coming here every single day? And he told me, actually it turned out that his answer was very simple. He said, I have a very hard job at work. So I need to start my day with hard work so the problems in my office start to look smaller. And that stayed with me. See, I still don't agree that a gym can solve all your problems. But show me one person who looks sad after a good workout. Now, the third and the last lesson that calisthenics has taught me is that I am enough, is that you are enough. Your body is the ultimate tool for transformation. See, calisthenics does not use any equipment. So whether you're on the mountain or on the beach or in an office, or in a hotel room. You can always choose simple variations like jump squats, mountain climbers, leg raises, or push ups, and manage to do a quick workout session, right? So this it teaches us that you do not need luxurious equipment or fancy machines around you to work up a sweat, right? And I'd actually like to finish on one thing that I hear in the fitness community a lot is that um, go hard or go home. All right? You need to understand that people who say that mostly go home because you can't go hard every single day. If today is your first decision to work out, remember, choose consistency over over intensity. All right? Choose consistency over intensity because consistency and discipline will always exceed talent and motivation. Thank you very much.